Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Grace. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are doing blueberry vanilla cake mix cookies. Super easy, great way to sneak in fruits. Makes for a nice sweet dessert. And it's got white chocolate chips. All right, we are gonna start by putting our cake mix into our bowl. I'm going to put all the ingredients and directions in the description below, and I'm going to use a French vanilla cake mix. All right. And I'm going to use 2 eggs. Got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And I am going to add in about a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm honestly going to eyeball it. I bake a lot, so I'm pretty good at not having to use the measuring spoons, but that was 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to use some canola oil. You could use vegetable oil if you want. We're going to do half a cup. I'm going to give this a nice, good mix. I love cake mix recipes because you don't have to get out the hand mixer. Speaking of delicious cookies, you guys, I did some butterscotch chocolate chip cookies recently. And I will link to some of my favorite cookie recipes. Sea salt chocolate chip cookies, cherry almond Amish sugar cookies. Oh my goodness, yum. I love holiday baking. It is spring though, and so I was like, we need some kind of a spring cookie. So came up with the blueberry vanilla. All right, this is mixed in pretty well. And I am going to start with the chocolate chips. I'm using white chocolate chips. Ooh, that bag opened up quickly there. You want about a cup. There's about 2 cups of chocolate chips in a bag of Nestle chocolate chips, the regular size. So that's kind of a good way to gauge if you don't have your measuring cup. You want about half a bag there. I'm going to mix these in, and then we're going to gently mix our blueberries in. I say gently because we don't want to squish the blueberries too much. It's a great way to use up blueberries. If you ever buy the giant sized ones at Costco, great way to use up blueberries. Throw them in some cookies. I have a container that we're using up from last week, and then a fresh container. And you want about a good cup and a half worth of blueberries. And then you gotta gently, as gently as you can. They're gonna smash down a little bit, especially as they bake and soften. Kind of really fold those blueberries in there. All right, we're gonna get our baking dish and get these baking. I'm just going to use a teaspoon to scoop my cookie dough out. Usually I'll use like an ice cream scooper, but I kind of want to be gentle with these blueberries. What is your favorite cookie recipe to make, or kind of cookie I should say? Leave that in the comments below. By the way, I will leave a link in the description below for the Pinterest pin for this cookie recipe, so you can pin and save it and share it and come back to it over and over again. Speaking of coming back to, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified every time I share a new recipe. All right, I think my cookie dough, little cookie blobs here, are about the same size. I'm gonna bake these in the oven for probably about 7 minutes. Every oven's a little different. Again, doing them at 350 degrees. Keep an eye on them, but you want these cookies to be just slightly underbaked. That way they stay soft. You don't want them crunchy because blueberries are soft and you want to have a soft cookie. I'll show you what they look like when they're all finished. Look at these cookies. They smell delicious. I'll be honest, I snuck a bite of the cookie dough while these ones were baking, and it's so good. These are the blueberry, vanilla, white chocolate cookies, cake mix cookies. I hope you all like this recipe. Your family is going to love these cookies. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.